everyone, I'm Kat Binder, your friendly neighborhood reader, and welcome to my channel. If you guys are returning, thank you so much for joining me. Happy New Year's, guys. I appreciate the support in 2020, and I hope to be walking you guys home and guiding the journey for you in 2021. If you guys are new and just joining me, hit that subscribe button and join the community. This isn't my usual setup for my tarot. I usually do it on my table, but my table's unavailable, so we're gonna improvise. So this is going to be a reading for Cancer for 2021, January. We're going to take a look at your inner world, your outer world, and messages from Spirit. So sometimes I do extendeds, but this month I won't be doing extendeds for the zodiacs because I'm not guided to. But if you guys want to book a personal with me, you can click on the links down below or email me in the description box. So let's see, Cancer, what's going on in your inner world and what is the energy forecast for January 2021. It is a new year, guys, and I feel like since the great conjunction that we had between Saturn and Jupiter, go check a reading out I did on that as well if you feel guided to, that was actually our new year. But you know, those weeks or days that came after that 21st of December 2020 when the conjunction happened was kind of like the last few days or last few weeks where I feel a lot of people felt pressure to kind of clean up the act, so to speak, so to prepare for the actual new year. So you might have had sudden events or sudden situations where people just suddenly had to leave your life, or you had to walk away from other people, or something had to change quite drastically. And as I say that, guys, what fell out was the Eight of Cups. I mean, you can't make this shit up. This is exactly what I was just saying. It's the fact that something sort of had to leave, and it happened in December, or it would have happened in December, just around the ending. So it was like the last week to sort of haul ass, so to speak, to get yourself clear for this new energy coming in. So I feel like a lot of people in the collective, and this isn't just because of the pandemic, have been in hermit mode during New Year's Eve. So aside from the fact that we had to literally keep apart from our families to keep them safe and practice social distancing and not really go out partying and stuff to protect ourselves in the pandemic, but a lot of people, I feel, just wanted to be alone, so to speak, and in the hermit cave because you guys were going through transformation and you're going through a process of something. So yeah, the Eight of Cups, that's so perfect. So let's see what else is coming up in your inner world, Cancer. And we have the Two of Pentacles, yeah, so you needed to step away to gain some sort of internal balance. Whatever the situation may have been, event, person, whatever that you left behind, it was necessary for you to just take your energy back so you can start balancing again and realigning. So, you know, with that word aligning, I feel like, you know, the universe was trying to get you to align to the new energy, to the new vibration, to the new path you guys are going to be on in the year 2020. And I think my last reading I did was that forecast energy for the whole year in 2021 for Cancer was something to do with forgiving yourself for past mistakes. So if that resonates with you, go check out that reading. And yeah, it's like that final decision that you had to make, or some sort of finality had to happen in order for you to gain some sort of balance, and it was a decision you made. Yep, there we have justice. So justice is about divine balance. It's not just you internalizing your balance here. So Two of Pentacles is you balancing things out. That's you actively trying to work on your inner world. And then the Justice card is actually the divine saying, okay, now we have to create balance for you and for your up and coming path. So let's see what else we have for Cancer. We have the Knight of Cups as well. So I think that with the Knight of Cups is about expressing your emotions here, or showing some sort of act of love, because the Knight of Cups is somebody who's very expressive, very romantic. But I do feel like, Cancer, you may have stepped your energy back away from somebody, and now somebody wants to come in and perhaps apologize for something. So this is that finality that I'm speaking about. Something would have happened for you to say, okay, I just gotta go, you know, I gotta walk away because this situation is not balanced. And this was also the divine's way of saying, look, bitch, the situation is not balanced and you've got to go. So now to bring justice in, somebody here may want to come and apologize for something, or for being the catalyst for that event, for you to sort of leave things behind. what else we have, Cancer. The Queen of Wands, yeah, so the Queen of Wands speaks about attracting things to you. So this isn't you chasing somebody. This is you leaving because it's not for your highest good. The Queen of Wands is somebody that she's very confident and she knows what she wants and she knows what she deserves, more importantly. So you might have gone through a situation here where you felt like you knew what you deserved, and you knew the situation wasn't balanced, and you knew the best thing for you was to pull your energy back and walk away so that you can get what you deserve. And I feel like in doing that, you would have attracted some sense of balance here, or some sort of divine justice is what I'm getting. So let's see what's going on in your outer world. And we have the Six of Swords. So yeah, and it's with the Eight of Cups as well here. So you guys definitely decided that you're moving on in your outer world. Now it may seem to somebody else or to other people that you are moving on. And the truth is, to be honest, Cancerian, you are actually moving on. This is no joke. What I'm getting is that whole energy or surrounding finality is that, you know what, this is it. I'm not dealing with shit anymore. I'm moving on. It is what it is. It's not a joke. It's not, oh, I'm just saying that I want to leave just so I can get a rise out of you. This is no, well, fuck you guys, I'm leaving. Shit, that got a bit dark there, but okay. Let's take a look at the Two of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, yeah, so, something may have been very consistent. So it's like the Knight is about somebody here who's quite consistent and he puts in the work no matter what. He's the guy to get the job done no matter how long it takes. So you might have been in this energy for a long while, kind of waiting for the ball to drop, so to speak, like consistently giving somebody a chance or consistently in the situation. And each time this person or the situation showed you that it just wasn't balanced. So you might have been putting a lot of effort, being consistent, trying to, stick with it, so to speak, because it's a task that I felt you guys had to stick with, or you felt like you wanted to stick with. But it wasn't working out, and then the ball didn't drop. Or the ball dropped in a negative way where you finally realized, the ball dropped and broke, and it was like, no, this isn't good. This isn't what I wanted, because we have this Two of Pentacles here. And with this Two of Pentacles, you see, this lady's purse is real and materialized, but this is a ball of energy. So you were waiting for things to balance, as in both things were coming into reality. Both things were at an equal plane, and they were just not. You know what I'm saying? I feel like many of you guys on the outside as well, you may have been putting a lot of effort into the situation, but it just shed layers away from you. It was like a process of just realizing that, hey, this is just not working out, slowly by slowly. And the divine sort of showed this to you. With the Knight of Pentacles here, this guy is walking quite slowly. He's not even on the horse. The horse is behind him, kind of trotting along. And you can see the pentacles just sort of fall away until he's got one pentacle on his back, and that's his own. So this might have been the situation for you. And in the external world, I feel like you're just shedding all the crap. It's exactly what it is. Walking away from that final thing, that final event that just said, you know what, fuck it, this isn't for me. Let's take a look at Justice. And we have the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is that energy shift. As soon as you decide with that finality that I'm out, this isn't it, this is not what I want, the ball is not dropping in my favor, you bring in a sense of justice. The energy shifts to sort of equalize, and then now when you make that decision, because it's all about loving yourself, Cancer, it's all about choosing what's best for you, because you can't expect people to respect you if you don't respect yourself. And staying in a situation, consistently putting effort when it's not reciprocal or it's not benefiting you, is not showing yourself respect enough and love enough. So when you make this final decision to say, you know what, fuck it, I'm out, this is when things start to balance, and this is when you now have that sword of truth, and that represents, I'm hearing, it represents the divine, it represents what is. It isn't fake ass shit, it isn't wearing masks, it isn't sort of narcissism or unfair situations. That sword cuts deep and it cuts sharp, it's clarity, it's the divine. The divine is holding the divine balance now, you see? So now you're actually getting that. So this is where the energy is shifting. And you've now materialized this into your external world, I feel, because you've made that internal decision. Now, a lot of people think that making a decision is, no, I have to literally tell so-and-so that I'm leaving. Sometimes it can just be energetic. Sometimes you just feel a cord being cut, and just you feel the sense of detachment where you don't feel the same way about the situation that you once did. And that is, in essence, that Eight of Cups, because it just, it's that conscious decision of I'm choosing now, or I don't feel like putting the same effort into something. I don't feel like this is right anymore. And then you just don't. You just don't put the effort. You don't have to literally verbalize it. You just don't put the effort. Let's look at the Knight of Cups. King of Wands. Okay, so now you have a king. You see, in the past, you had a knight coming around, and that knight was not... look, you have the Queen of Wands in your internal world. That is you, but you are matched here with some sort of Knight of Cups who was sort of offering you all the love and the romance, but he's just sitting there with his roses, but he's not willing to actually come forward and prove anything. So this would be somebody who's sort of like sweet talking, flirting, kind of making you feel special, but when it comes down to the wire, this person was not showing up in terms of action. But then now, since you took your power back, Cancer, and you decided, well, fuck it, this ain't for me, you could be attracting a new person into your life, or this person has grown and evolved and changed into the King of Wands, which actually is your counterpart. So now, because you're in your power, they decide, oh shit, now I gotta pull my socks up here. I gotta get moving with things. So this could be a new person, guys. It could be someone coming back from the past. But either way, I just see you moving on from the situation. The situation is no longer. There's that finality of whatever that was is in the past. It is no longer. I will not go back. It doesn't have to be a person. It just has to be a situation. Like if you always allowed people to sort of have free access to your energy, or, kind of a loosey-goosey access to your energy, there was something that happened that just made you feel like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. And that situation is over. That cycle is over. You're moving on from that. You're never going to allow people to just freely have access to your energy. Let's take a look at the Queen of Wands. The Four of Cups. Yes, so in your outer world, I feel like you may be a little pessimistic. The situation may have left you a little bit jaded, but I feel like it's part of the healing process. You know what I'm saying? Now somebody wants to come and offer you the cup that they were promising, or that they were saying to you, oh, sweet talking you, we could have had this, that, blah, blah, blah. Now they want to actually come and offer you the proper cup. The cup with something in it. Before, they were just giving you empty cups and saying, okay baby, just hold on to this cup and then one day I'm gonna fill it up, right? Like seriously. And then now it's like you decide, you know what, why am I even fucking keeping your cups? Why I don't have space for your cups, I'm sorry. And then you go on and you start making your own magic and you start polishing up your own cup, and now so and so is sort of now the real cup with something in it comes in. You know what I'm saying? So this could be from a past person, but if it's from somebody new, I would be mindful of the fact that you're still kind of healing from the fact that somebody left you with empty fucking cups. You know what I'm saying? Because this person is just looking away from the divine's cup being offered. This cup has the magic in it. This cup is the only cup that has like this ethereal energy sort of coming out from it, and there's the other cups that people gave you. And your direction is towards being pessimistic about those three cups that were empty and just lying and wasting space. So that's something for you guys to consider, is throwing away that empty cups. Like, you don't need to pay attention to the things that didn't work out anymore, so to speak. Okay, let's pull some clarifiers, and we have the Moon. So there's some sort of deep emotional healing. I feel like you guys would have really gone through the situation here, or was purging or triggered with this situation around the full moon in Cancer. That was in January. Sorry, no, that was in December the 29th and 30th, I think. Oh look, we have Justice again at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so let's pull some clarifiers here. Let's take a look at the Eight of Cups. Yeah, the Sun. Yeah, so you know what's beautiful about this, the Sun card? In this Eight of Cups, you see this person, she leaves to walk towards the Sun in the corner here. And this is what you're walking to. You're walking to something more fulfilling, something that is going to make you more happy, because the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's clarity, it's illumination. I feel like you got clarity on where you need to walk towards, not necessarily about the past. But I feel like it's kind of that divine balance is you got clarity in the current situation that made you realize clearly about your future and what you don't want. You know what I'm saying? and then you decide to walk towards that. And that, I'm hearing, is a brave decision for some of you guys. It may have felt like a brave decision. Let us take a look at this Two of Pentacles. The Three of Cups, yeah. So, you know, somebody could have been juggling a third party and you. Third party doesn't always have to be another person. The cups that they were giving you were sort of, they were empty cups, and they were saying, okay, when I finish deal with that, then I'll come back and I'll fill those cups for you. But before you knew it, you had too many cups to fill, and they were not even your own, and that was getting so stressful, that was getting so taxing, because you know it's high maintenance. I mean, just to fill up your own cup, which you are responsible for, sometimes it's not easy. I mean, if you think about dealing with work life, family life, and just, you know, the human world in general, and then still making time to self-care and love yourself and do the things you really enjoy, that can be really difficult. Let alone, you know, having to now fill up somebody else's fucking cups that they left there, and they think they're entitled to leave it there with you. You know what I'm saying? But Three of Cups is also, it's deciding upon your celebrations as well. So the inner world, I feel like you're going to decide now what you want to do with the cups. So you fill them up, and what do you do with them? Do you share it with this person, or do you just keep, well, they gave you 3 cups, so you can keep it for yourself, I suppose. Let's take a look at justice in the inner world. The King of Cups, there it is. You see, this is what the divine justice was about. It was about bringing you this cup that's actually fucking full, and it comes from a king. It doesn't come from no knight that's promising you shit or making you empty promises, you know. It now comes from the man, the divine masculine, that was meant to actually full, like he's bringing his cup already full. It's not empty, and he's not coming back saying, baby, I'll fill them up later. No, this motherfucker is bringing you the cup full. You know what I'm saying? And he is a king. And that cup as well looks ornate. It looks very decorative. So it's not, because these are actually bowls. So it's not a wooden, no offense to that whole coconut bowl thing. I absolutely love those bowls. They're super cute. But this it reminds me of that coconut bowl. And this chalice, or this cup, reminds me of royalty. So this reminds me of like a golden cup with like gems and rhinestones and stuff. So there's definitely a difference in worth. But you see, Cancer, when you finally on the internal world believe you deserve better and stop fucking around with empty cups, the divine is like, oh, see, now you're ready for the big cup because you made that decision. Let's take a look at the Knight of Cups here, the King of Swords. Yeah, so I feel very icy with this King of Swords. I mean, you have 2 masculines, which is the King of Cups and the King of Swords, looking towards the Queen of Wands here. So you could have a lot of options. I mean, the Queen of Wands is beautiful, she's sexy, she's magnetic, she's very attractive. You know, people just gravitate towards her. So now that you cleared up all of those dead weighted cups that just were empty and taking up space, you've got now a lot of space to allow people to come in with their cups. So somebody wants to bring you a sword, apparently. I don't know about that. But the King of Swords looks very icy. I feel like this is part of your energy that cut off this person and said, you know what, you're just blowing, I'm gonna ice you out because you're blowing shit in my face, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's take a look at the Queen of Wands. The Hierophant, the High Priest. So you've decided to commit to yourself. That's what matters. That's just what I heard. Is that on the inside world, as the Queen of Wands, you guys signed a new contract here. It's a new soul contract committed to yourself, and that's exactly what the divine wanted for you. This is why they pushed you to go through certain events in the last weeks, days, or even months in 2020 in December, because they were waiting for you to do this, to make this decision, to give you the final push, so you can now embark on the new journey and the new path with this new energy on the new year. So that is brilliant. And I spoke about, I think, on my Instagram, so follow me there at north.xi. I spoke about how 2020 was that year of transformation, and guys, we're always going through transformations, you know, but it was super internal transformations. That if you did the work correctly in 2020 and you really looked at yourself and you really, like, worked on your individual spiritual journey, spiritual lessons, karmic lessons, that 2021 is the year that you'll see, or you'll start seeing materialization of that. Like, your life will change in a visible way. Like, I can see it with my two-dimensional eyes, you know what I'm saying? You will notice the difference. Let's take a look at the Six of Swords. The Tower moment. Yeah, so I feel like this was a shock. Now, either to you or to the person that you're dealing with. But in the outer world, it's like someone was shocked that you're actually moving on. Someone was shocked that this was like the finalization. And even Spirit was kind of shocked that it was the finalization. Because I feel like the universe kind of keeps sending you hints about this person. The fact that they were just using you. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad. They just were not ready. And they just kept giving you cups that were empty, thinking it was okay to come back later and fill it. But the point is to come back already with a filled cup, or to come together to someone with a filled cup, not an empty promise. You know what I'm saying? Not an empty cup and saying, oh, there's my cup. I want you to have it. It's just not full yet. That's not the point, So that was the breakthrough that kind of set things in motion for you to move forward, or for energy to kind of move forward in your external world. Let's take a look at the Knight of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups, yeah, so, Nine of Cups speaks about your wishes. It speaks about your desires, your self-fulfilled wishes. So this isn't involving anybody else. But the Knight of Cups here, I feel the universe kept showing you that this wasn't the right situation for your Nine of Cups, for your wishes, And now that you've made that decision, I feel like now you're probably going to get your wish. So now you have a king with a full cup. And please excuse the cat in the background. Kitty, don't show your asshole to people, jeez. I don't know why cats do that. Like, they really like to show their butt to everybody. I think maybe it's a term of endearment. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. So you're going to get your wish with this king coming in with the full cup. The glorious cup. The beautiful cup. Let's take a look at the Eight of Wands here. The Moon. So there's the Moon again. And in this deck, the Moon is sort of calling out. So that is, the Chariot is usually Cancerian energy, but Cancers are ruled by the Moon. So there was some sort of shift. There was some sort of shift. I was going to say ship. There was some sort of, no kitty, don't do that. Don't jump on my table. There was some sort of shift that happened on the inside with energy that was so deep, and it was so intense, and it was so serious. Again, I speak about that finality of things, that it shifted the energy. This was not a decision that was made on surface level. This was like at the depths of your very soul. I'm getting like in your body cells, in your very fiber of your being. You just decided, no, enough. I don't want empty cups. And this was such a deep, deep emotional shift that it created this tower moment in your reality, in your external reality, almost like instantaneously. Let's take a look at the King of Wands. The Page of Cups, yeah, so the Page of Cups is still a small offer, but it has potential. Now, this is why I feel like you guys might be Four of Cups. And if you're in this energy of still feeling kind of a little, jaded, and like somebody left a sour taste in your mouth, or the situation just made you lose a little bit of hope, lacking hope, you might not see the potential that this King of Wands is offering you with this Page of Cups, because he's not going to come out and offer you the full cup. Nobody really does that, do they? I don't know. But this person will offer you a small cup, but it has potential. Because even if you look at it, it's a big cup. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's still a big cup. It's just that because you might be a little dissatisfied or in lack mentality or losing faith, you may not see it as that. But obviously when somebody, I feel like you're at this phase now where you're just like, you know what, I'm tired. And I posted this meme, guys, yesterday, or this post on Instagram, where it said, no longer dating. If you want to date me, you need to write a 500-word essay on how you're not going to waste my time. So some of you guys have that attitude. And you don't realize that no one's off the bat just going to write you a 500 word essay on why they're not going to waste your time. Like, they just want to say hey first, you know. They want to start off small. They want to maybe go out for coffee and stuff, and hopefully the coffee date doesn't involve 500 word essays, you know. So yeah, that's where you're at. So let's take a look at the Four of Cups. The Ace of Swords. Yeah, as I said, bitch, write that fucking essay if you want to take me out on a date. You know what I mean? This is you're so straightforward now. You're so cutting. Almost like the Queen of Swords kind of energy, but still the Queen of Wands. And then we have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So you have two aces here. So this is about renewing your passion, getting a new bright spark of energy. This is the new you kind of thing where you're not accepting crap. And we get it, guys. We get it. And with this Ace of Swords here, it's that undeniable clarity of, look, write me a 500-word essay on why you're not going to waste my fucking time, okay? Some of you guys are so intense like that. It's like you're just not, and you're so blunt about it, but you do it in this kind of sassy way, like you own it, like you deserve it, and surely you do, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into some guidance for you guys from Spirit. We'll pull from my Ascended Masters deck. This was a fun reading, to be honest. Like, yeah, the Queen of Wands is always fun, you know. She's the life of the party. So Cancers, let's see what else. Okay, so we have the Holy Spirit. Kitty, what are you doing? So we have the Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Yeah, so this whole idea of things occurring naturally is, I feel like you are so passionate, so confident right now that you will undoubtedly ask somebody to write you a 500-word essay. And Spirit is saying, look, it doesn't work like that. Maybe you guys just get to know like your favorite colors and favorite foods first, and then proceed to the 500-word essay. So that's that natural progression. It's like you want off the bat just that information on, like, you know, boom, 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 how you not going to do this, or what is this, what do you want? Like, you want it laid out in point form, in a PowerPoint presentation type thing. Yeah, that's that King of Swords. That's that cold energy as well. And you know, the universe is just asking you to just allow things, be patient and allow things to occur naturally. Now, you will be able to suss out a motherfucker if a motherfucker's there. You'll know. Because you are now this Queen of Wands, and she can smell bullshit from a mile away, in which case you're not obligated to stay or give anybody your time, right? That's a beautiful, powerful energy that you're embarking on in January 2021. So welcome to this world of beautiful confidence, guys. And then we have Isis, magic manifesting. Your dreams, goals, and visions are becoming reality. Stay focused. So I just heard badass bitch. So she is a badass bitch. She is Isis. She went to, I think it was the underworld, to go and get her man Osiris. Some of you guys are intense like that. So let's get some angel oracle answers here, and we will wrap up. So you can ask a question if you want, or just be open to whatever the advice or whatever the phrase comes out. I'm sure it will resonate with you guys. Yeah, but please like my video, subscribe to my channel, and share with your friends. Let's see what else. And we have abundance, and that's beautiful. I did feel that in 2021, you guys are going to start materializing from the work that you've done on the inside. And we have you ready. Yeah, so this is what the universe was kind of prepping you for. You know, they were consistently molding you, sculpting you, even if it wasn't not in the ideal way. Like if they put you in a situation here where you're with somebody that was sort of consistently taking you for granted, but this person wasn't doing it all at once, so it may have been difficult for you to notice at first, but they consistently just did things that were just not aligned. They were just off, until they did like one big thing. I don't know if it's a person or a situation or what, but one big thing happened, and then you just realized, like, fuck, what is this? You know, and you decided, no, I don't want that, and that kind of just put that pep in your step back and made you realize, like, this isn't for me, guys, no thank you. So you are ready for something new. The fact that you've learned your boundaries, you've learned your confidence, you've learned to speak with that Ace of Swords, with that confidence and with that boundaries. So it's all well and good for you guys to have boundaries, right? But what's the point if you don't assert those boundaries via via words. You know, it's not always passive aggression, like you do the energy thing but you don't speak, you know what I'm saying? If because sometimes some people don't get it, like they think that because you're not using the words that they can still take advantage, like they don't get it on an energetic level. These people are not awake enough, these people are low vibrational, so they're not quite aware of themselves, they lack self-awareness, right? Okay, Cancer, that's your January 2021 reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, what a way to kick off the year, right? It's being super powerful and confident. Until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful January. Bye.